All right, for the last assignment on lesson 2, this is slides 96 through 102. We are preparing a workbook for internationalization. So what this means is like different currency symbols, international symbols, those things. So we're going to open up the international document. Pull this to the correct screen. And we're going to say this is international solution. Okay, we're going to select C7. And then it tells us to press F2, not F and 2, but the actual F2 key just to get it in editing mode. You can also just double click and that'll get you there too. If you press home now, like the home key, then it'll move your cursor to the beginning. So just like some helpful little hints as we're going on through how to get where you need to go. Otherwise, you also know how to get to the beginning using arrow keys and just clicking there as well. So anyways, we are going to move our cursor over twice. So we're right after the letter A and then backspace. We are going to insert a symbol right here. So we should be familiar with this from Word as well as regular Microsoft. It says in the font box at the top left corner of the dialog box, the font should be, yep, that one right there. And then I'm on slide 98 in the top right corner of the dialog box. Ensure that Basic Latin is the subset. Yep, we're good on that. Then we're going to locate the A with I'm not a language teacher whatsoever, but the little like squiggle over the top. Locate and click A with the squiggle. So we're looking for a lowercase a with this squiggle. It is also character code 00E3 and insert that. And you should see in cell C7 that A has changed to have that little symbol. Use the symbols button on the insert tab to make the following edits to the specified cells. So I'm going to pause the recording and we're going to do this to these other ones, matching slide 99. If you are having troubles finding these exchange symbols, make sure that you are staying in the Basic Latin section. If you scroll down too far, which here are the two. But if you scroll down too far, you'll see that this changes, and that means you've gone too far. Okay, we're going to stay in the Basic Latin, and we have these two right here. Okay? All right, so now it says in D12 through K16, D12 through K16, all of these blue ones here. We're going to go to Home and the Numbers group, click the drop-down arrow besides the $sign and click this one. We are going to have it display no decimals. Select D17 through K21. D7, okay, so all of these. I'm going to go back in here. Oh, it tells us to, control 1. You can also go up to the number formatting box. We're doing currency here, and we're going to change our symbol. I'm going on to the next slide here. We're going to change it to this Japanese one. Change the decimal down to 0 and click OK. And now D7, the green ones, through K11. We're going to change ours simply to accounting with no decimal places, and by default that is the US dollar. All right. I'm on step 15 on slide 100. It says in the category list, change the category to custom and then edit the number format, placing the so We've done these before. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go to custom, and I'm going to do the backslash. Oh, not that one. This one. The one right below the backspace key. R. And I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. R. And one more time. R. Now press OK. So it should look like it does on slide 101. And then we simply are going to save this, and then we are all set. Down below, this automatically shows it in US dollars. And as we change things up here, it changed them down there as well, because these ones equaled the ones up above. So that worked out perfect. All right, save this. Reminder to submit it. What you need to do is simply right click, send to compressed zipped folder. Make sure you title it, just throw your name in here. And then you're going to email this back to me, this zipped one. Okay, so when you're in your email, just attach, click on this, and send it off to me. I will email you back when I get it, just to confirm. So if you have any questions about that. Otherwise, we're all set.